Cool. All right.
All right. Well, Xiaoyu, thank you for meeting with me today. I know you had a long trip from overseas, and I appreciate you being here with me today.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Thank
First
you.
time visiting.
Great, great. The weather's good. Everything's treating you very well. Anything?
Yeah, good flights. Fortunately, didn't fly United, so no problems there.
Yeah, just make sure that you stick to your seat and don't leave it. And so yeah, just I guess we can start off with tell me a little bit about your needs, sort of why are we meeting here today? What does Mexico want from companies like ours?
Well, you guys reached out first, so I'm interested in hearing what you're coming from as well. But for us, so PepsiCo.
Yeah.
PepsiCo. So we are trying to reestablish our soft beverage business back in Kumar, and as you guys know, we've been partners before in the past, and we are the world's second largest beverage company, and so far we've had many different beverages, but right now we're really trying to push our soft beverage into Kumar now that the economy is turning up again. So we would love to partner with you guys and see how we can reestablish our working relationship.
Yeah, I look forward to continuing the conversation. As you mentioned, we had a really great working relationship in the past, and I don't know if you recall, but we actually we met our target goal last time that we partnered up, and I am confident that we can continue continue that result. And for distributor in Kumar, could you tell us more specifically what is it that you're looking for in a distributor? Whether it's Target, whether it's retail outlets, what is that you want from a distributor in Kumar this time around?
Yeah. So to me, my biggest concern is going to be distribution, right? So as we all know, Kumar has gone through some rough times. So this is part of the reason that we have kind of stayed away from doing business in Kumar in the past. And it's because all the political turmoil, the economy downturn has really put a halt on us considering doing business there.
Yeah.
But now that it seems like the political regime is more stable and the economy is finally turning up again, so maybe the economies will be more in favor for us. So this is why, to us, we see it as a key strategic time to get our foot in the door into Kumar again. So with that, what we really want to make sure is, we play to win, right? So if we're going to enter the market, we want to make sure we are the number one in the market. And so for us, distribution really is what help is going to look like. So we want to make sure that we're into all the right channels and we're in all the right places where the consumer is going to be able to find us. So can you tell me about what kind of distribution level you guys have seen and what you're able to deliver with similar customers?
Yep. I'll get to that in 1 second. But you mentioned you say you play to win. What does win mean for you in terms of specific percentage wise? What does it mean? What do you consider? What constitute a successful relationship from your perspective, with regards to percentage of target reach of a network?
So target wise, that would be 87 for us.
87%. Okay. So which is great, and I asked the question because, as you know, from our perspective as a distributor, anything that less than 70% is not acceptable for us, and that's basically a status quo, a rule that we play, that we basically embedded into our whole organization, from the truck delivery guys to top management. As you know, we have consistently achieved our target before, and I think for the past couple of years, our average is about 80 to 90%. So I'm confident that we can deliver that result to PepsiCo. With respect to how do we reach these target markets, as you know, being one of the long-running distributors in Kumar, we have a very good reports with a lot of retail outlets, restaurants, and in fact, I don't know you know already, but one of our board members actually was a board member for a huge restaurant chain before, so he has a lot of connection in the industry. So that would, I can assure you that we'll get your soft drinks out to the restaurant outlets. No problems with that. And also with the retail outlets, we obviously, as you mentioned, the political turmoil, all of the economy challenges that Kumar has, we were able to survive that because we know our ways around Kumar, and we have the relationships to back basically our distributor network up. So in order to achieve that 87% target that you mentioned, I think is very doable.
Just let me jump in here. So from our side, one of our concerns around the distribution, and great to hear that you guys are right on target and within the range that we're looking for. And so, 87 being the target. So if you're sharing that your top side could be as high as 90, that would be great. So, but help me feel a little bit more confident around your ability to deliver the distribution, because I know, in the past there's been a lot of challenges getting the distribution into the stores, and especially in the last 4 years. Given that things have been a little unstable. So, and I love that we have partnered before in the past, but I just want to make sure in the last couple of years, given how things have changed, that you guys are still able to work through the same channels that you had before.
Great question, and I think that as you know, there are 3 distributors in this country. There's Kabir Cola, the other company, us, and then Jaya Juices. Obviously, you already had a conversation with Kabir Cola, and I'm assuming you're talking to us now because it's something from us that you want. And with the other distributor company, Jaya Juices, we actually in the process of acquiring them we're in talks of potentially acquiring the company. So that being said, we're looking at expanding our distribution target to not just soft drinks, but also other beverages as well. So that in a sense give us some credibility in terms of being a strong player in this market. That's one thing, and as you mentioned, we went back in the past 2 years ago when you partnered up with us to deliver soft drinks to the Mailhan province, which is, as you may recall, is a very sort of a difficult province to get products into, just because the political and safety concerns and things like that. But we were able to meet that target 2 years ago. I feel like that should provide some reassurance on our ability to do the work, right? So from your perspective, with that being said, what do you think is in terms of the finance perspective, and with everything that we discussed, what do you think? What's the number that you think that would work for you to restart our partnership?
Well, so before I get into the numbers, couple other things. Okay.
That's all right. Take your time.
Okay, so sort of financials. So you're asking about the fees, right?
Yeah. What do you think? What's the number that you have in mind that would work for this company, PepsiCo? What do you think is a reasonable amount for us to restart a partnership, given that successful one that we have in the past?
Yeah, so I think 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
I like to start there. So 4.5. I think, given that you guys we partnered before with. We partnered before with 3.3 previously, right? So, and I know that there's been a lot of inflation in the country, so I think 4.5 accounts for some of the increases in inflation, and is a fair value. What do you guys think?
I think that the 4.5 would help with some of the distribution, but as you know, just beside inflation, I'll put that aside. We also talking about the distribution cost has risen over the past 5 years, and that was 5 years ago. Obviously, as a partnership, we partnered with 3.3 million, and again, we were able to deliver the result with 3.3 million. To make sure that we get our ducks in a row, make sure that we can obviously security is very important to us, and that means that we have to hire maybe extra security staff, maybe accommodate truck drivers as they're driving to certain provinces that may be not as safe as other regions. That would add extra cost to us as well, and obviously we want to deliver your product, so we want to make in order for that to happen, the security and safety is part of it, and also the weather. A lot of it's outside of our control, so we want to be able to accommodate all those changes. And I mean, with that being said, I think a number that I think would probably work for us is about $8 million. I think that would probably put us in a better financial situation to accommodate both parties, right? Because you're going to get the restaurant chain outlets, and you're also going to get the retail, regular supermarket store outlets that we will be able to deliver. And the 3.3 was 5 years ago, and as you know, the inflation has nearly doubled since that. So I think we'll be operating at a loss if we were to move forward with a 4.5.
Well, but I think the economy is turning back around, right? So the inflation should come down a little bit. So I don't expect it to be double still. And then in addition to that, so you mentioned that you guys are acquiring Giant.
Yeah.
Yep. So is that a deal? Is that a deal you guys are pursuing still, or?
Well, this is
considering?
We are in the preliminary stage of talking, so nothing's been finalized, but obviously a huge benefit for Pepsi-Cola. Pepsi-Cola would be expanding distribution network to a much bigger range within Kumar itself. So the percentage, we talk about 87% that we want to aim. We've been looking at 98 but 95%. So the Xiaoyu's potential acquisition would help with that. And obviously, we want all of our employees to stay on board because obviously they are Kumari, so they know the people, they know the networks. Instead of if we were going to take the $4.5 million, we may need to reorganize our people, our staff a little bit, and that could, from your point of view, could then take much longer time for us to actually get the whole network running again and be able to deliver the result. And obviously, I want to give result to PepsiCo within the first year, and I think timing is important to us, as well as our employees. So I think to accommodate all of that, I think maybe $1 million amount would work.
Okay, well, but I think to be frankly honest, we're actually also talking to Giant as well, since they already distribute the non-soft beverages for us. We're considering having them maybe distribute the soft beverages as well. So for us, that actually seems like a natural progression for them as well to grow their capabilities there. So we are talking to them as well. But obviously, it would be great if you guys do decide to acquire them, then that becomes one partnership. So we'd love to see that. But with that said, I do think that if we're able to keep that in mind as a future opportunity, if we can work on a deal that enable us to potentially partner on both the soft and non-carbonated beverages as well, I think that would be of mutual benefit to the both of us. So I think, so I'll meet you, I'll increase my bid slightly to 5.5. What do you think about that?
With the 5.5, obviously it's more than the first offer, but that $1 million is going to we probably would just break even as a company if we were going to take 5.5, and because as you know, the inflation has really we took a hit with inflations, and in order to successfully operate the company to deliver PepsiCo products, that we would need to make a lot of changes as well, and with that, I want to make it work for both of us, and I know there are only 3 companies in this country that you're talking that can do the work, and obviously you're talking to me for a reason because you talked to Kivia Cola before, and obviously you didn't go with them because there's something in us that you want to learn more, to push forward, whether it's our relationship in the past, whether it's just our result, our the way we deliver our products. Maybe you like that from us, and I want to make it work. And J.H. Juices, obviously, they're also a great distributor, but they just don't have the network that we have, and also they don't have the size that we have in terms of the number of staff and in terms of the relationship that we have. So I want to make this work. And I want to sort of put an offer to see if a $6.5 million with a 90% target, reaching the target market, to see if that would work for you.
So I would actually counter offer, and I would say $6 million. I feel like we're on Shark Tank. I would go for $6 million at $6 million for 87%. That's a target again, with a contingency that for every additional percentage point, we will give you 0.1 million per year.
You say for every 1% that we accomplish beyond 87%, that's 0.1 million, that's 100K. Very nice. I think that's a fair number, and we'll just look at a number in my head.
I mean, because again, let me just add on that. So I think, as I mentioned, 87 is our goal, and that's actually looking very positive for us. And I think, from what it sounds like to you guys, it should be very feasible, and it sounds like you guys are very confident in that. And so, obviously, wouldn't want to limit us at 87%, right? But I want to make sure. I also feel like at least for the first year to start, 87 is already reaching, and I don't want to overcommit. So, but at the same time, I recognize that you guys have the full potential. So I wanna acknowledge that by giving you the additional 100,000 K for every additional percentage point that you can deliver. So, but putting that as a contingency, so 87 as a minimum.
I'm still having the inflation cost in mind, and how much is that going to cost the company operating. Because with 6 million, we're just going to be barely breaking even. I like the 6 millions. I think that's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
But for us to generate a little more profit to sustain the company-wise, and obviously we benefit PepsiCo as well, I think the percentage could be lower, so we can actually earn more commission in the back, and that would help us finance the company more.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the percentage you have in mind if we could lower to 87%? I'm fine with the $6 million.
I would go down to 85 at $6 million. So as you mentioned, you guys can reach anywhere between 80 to 90%. So I think 85 is meeting it halfway.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think as I mentioned before, I think there's a lot of potential for us to partner in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because we're actually a multi-branch company. We have food and beverage. So we're entering the market now in soft beverages. As you know, that's something you guys already have experience in. So natural anchor in the market to start. But would love for us to be able to partner and also increase our partnership to food potentially in the future. And we are the world's second largest food and beverage company. So I think partnering with us would be of a significant strategic benefit to you. I mean, I understand that local cola is also potentially looking to enter the market, but we are the only multi-billion-dollar player
Exactly.
in Kumar. So
I think this all sounds good. I think $6 million, 85%. We can accomplish that. 100K for every percentage that we exceed above that 85 would be great. Let's say that we, what is, is there, when we reach that, when we reach 87, when we reach, let's say, 90% of the target, let's say we went above and beyond, we get 90%, would you consider, give us like a bonus, a sort of high five bonus, like, hey, good job, and say, you know what, you did a good job, look forward to next year partnership, here is 500K bonus.
Well, I would actually say, rather than the bonus, I would actually I would start to use that as an anchor to maybe start entertaining other distribution opportunities for us. Because I think, to us, reaching 90% was already establishing your credentials as a key strategic partner.
Right. So that's a yes or a no?
No.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I don't want the nickel and dimes on this partnership. I think $6 million, 45%. That's great, and I look forward to working with you.
Awesome.
Nice, great.